excited because this is coming. Oh yeah, Resident Evil Requiem. Now this is coming in February, and this is like the new sort of showcase that they did. And as you can see already, Leon is back, and he is walking around in the rain, which is fantastic. I mean, for me, you know how much I love rain in games. I really do love it, and that is what we're gonna have by the look of it, and plenty of it, so that I'm looking forward to. He's also like walking around, and you've got all the lightning and the thunder. Oh, I mean, just look at that. How brilliant does that look? And basically what it is with this new game is going to be two styles of gameplay. You're going to have Leon, where he'll be playing it pretty much like Resident Evil 4, where, you know, he's got all these sort of special moves. So once he injures one of the zombies, or infected, whatever you want to call them, he'll then be able to perform all these different moves. And one of the moves, which looks absolutely fantastic, is he will put his foot on their head and crush it into the wall, you know, so their heads just splat up against the wall. It's fantastic. Whereas with Grace's gameplay is going to be much slower paced. You know, she'll be doing a lot less of the sort of shooting and more of the sort of, you know, slowly walking around, exploring and trying to, you know, evade the enemies and stuff, which is also going to be brilliant. You know, so you've got the best of both worlds. I will be getting a PlayStation 5 for this game, so I will definitely be getting that. But I mean, what's brilliant as well is you've got like Raccoon City that was sort of all derelict now from where they dropped the bomb on it in Resident Evil 3. So hopefully we'll have plenty of exploration there as well. But it looks like there's so much like rain and atmosphere and everything in it. I'm really gonna love this, guys. It's like also with the infected, what they do apparently now is whatever they did when they was alive, they sort of keep on doing that. So you'll have, like, there'll be a woman constantly cleaning and stuff like that, which is, you know, another really cool thing. Another thing that Leon has is he has an hatchet, or a hatchet, and it's really cool because, you know, he can use it like, it's a bit like in The Last of Us. So you can use this hatchet and you'll know what they do, but also he can sharpen it. So he'll be sitting there and he'll be sharpening his hatchet, which I thought was kind of cool. Also, there's a doctor that comes after him with a chainsaw. Now, what Leon can do now, which is another really is absolutely fantastic as well. So, you've kind of got the gameplay that's sort of slower paced with Grace, and slightly more action with Leon, but action like in Resident Evil 4, only they've also introduced a lot more things that he can do, which I really love. Yeah, so he'll be able to sort of finish them off with a move with the hatchet or with the chainsaw or even with his gun. So, it's gonna be really good. The places as well look great. It looks like the usual creepy sort of Resident Evil of old again, where you're going around in this place. I don't know what the place is yet, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of different locations that you'll be going to. But it's certainly got that creepy sort of feel to it again, which is brilliant. It's a bit I love. It's like she goes into this dining room and there's like a zombie actually on the table eating all the food, which I thought was quite funny. And although I don't think Grace does do too much shooting, she does have a gun called the Requiem. And this gun is badass, because what this does is, you've got two people in front of you, zombies or infected, and she fires this beast at you, it totally obliterates you. If obliterates is not a word, I don't care. Obliterates you, blows them to pieces. Yeah, so if you are a bit overwhelmed with the infected, you can sort them out with this gun. You can also do something with the infected's blood. So once you've killed one of them, you can then take some of the blood from the floor and then do something to it which will make it react when you inject them with it. So you can go sneaking up on one of the infected and inject them with this now, this sort of mixed blood, and it will cause a reaction in them, and as Grace says,
that's too effective.
You can also be able to switch between first person and third person, which is another really good thing. I mean, what that does as well for me with the gameplay is I'll probably play it in first person or third person first probably, and then play it again with the first person view, because then it gives you a totally different sort of feel, so it adds more sort of replayability to the game, which is really good. Also, Leon now has a Porsche. The cars, and we all know how quick they are. Do you remember my story about the Porsche? Whoa. So he's got this Porsche now as well, and also this watch. It's not my watch, but it's a very, very good watch, and it's a watch company that have got together with them as well, purely for this game. So he's gonna have this really cool Porsche car and this really cool watch as well. And also they've done something in it that I don't think I've ever seen in a video game that I've always wanted to. Most watches in video games are usually just stuck on 10 past 10, and that's it. This one, you see Leon, pull back his sleeve and you see the watch and you see it ticking, which for me is something I've always wanted to see and I never have. So that as well is really, really cool. Yeah, so I think they're both going to be wearing these watches. I think they're made by Hamilton, but I'm not sure. But that's going to be something really good as well. also, I think you can have these extra sort of costumes and skins. I think Grace is going to be able to be Lady D, who is probably one of my favourite villains in Resident Evil. She was great in that, so I don't know how tall you'll be, because she's really, really tall. I don't know, you know, if you'll have to be sitting here and ducking under the doors, that'll be kind of fun if it is. But yeah, that's another thing I think that will become available, and various costumes and all this other stuff. So also you've got, I think, filters. There's extra filters, I think, like they did with Resident Evil 5 when that came out. Different filters, things like black and white and probably sepia toned or something, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's something they'll also gonna be doing. There's also, I think, a costume for Grace called the Apocalypse costume. Yeah, but I mean, it looks brilliant. Like the sort of, you know, I think that doing that, mixing the blood and, you know, injecting it into the infected, you know, Leon with his hatchet, you know, sharpening it up just so he can go back in there. Oh, it's fantastic. The whole game, I think, is going to be one of the best. I really, honestly do. So as I said, I'm saving up for a PlayStation 5, and I'm definitely going to be getting one of those. I've got a lot of things to look forward to now. One of the things is I'm going to see my family on the 30th. So I'll probably be away for a couple of days, but I will be back. And also I'm looking forward to this, which is out on the 27th of February. So I will, like, as I said, I'll definitely be getting it, definitely getting a PlayStation 5. So I'm really excited for that. It's so good to see you all, guys. I will be back very, very soon. But in the meantime, have yourself